To encrypt Azure SQL Managed Identity. Start by understanding what Managed Identity is. Managed Identity is a feature in Azure that allows you to authenticate to Azure services without needing to manage credentials. First, you need to enable Managed Identity on your Azure SQL Server. You can do this by going to the Azure portal, navigating to your SQL Server, and clicking on the Identity tab. Then toggle the status to on and click Save. Next, you need to create a key vault to store your encryption key. Key vault is a secure way to store sensitive information like encryption keys. To create a key vault, go to the Azure portal, click on Create a Resource, search for Key Vault, and follow the prompts to create a new key vault. After creating the key vault, you need to create a new key. To do this, go to the Key Vault, click on the Keys tab, and then click on Generate. Choose the type of key you want to create and click Create. Now, you need to grant your SQL Server access to the Key Vault. To do this, go to the Access Policies tab in the Key Vault, click on Add Access Policy, and then select the principal, which is your SQL Server. Choose the permissions you want to grant and click Add. Next, you need to configure the encryption on your SQL Server. To do this, go to the SQL Server, click on the Security tab, and then click on Transparent Data Encryption. Choose the key you created earlier and click Save. It is also important to note that you should regularly rotate your encryption keys to maintain security. You can do this by creating a new key and then updating the encryption on your SQL Server to use the new key. Best practices for encrypting Azure SQL Managed Identity include regularly reviewing access policies to ensure that only authorized users have access to the key vault, using a secure method to store the encryption key, and regularly rotating the encryption key to maintain security. By following these steps, you can successfully encrypt your Azure SQL Managed Identity and maintain the security of your data. Remember to always follow best practices to ensure the security of your encryption keys in your SQL Server.